welcome back at the Rother Bluestage after many years.
Yeah, my agent told me today 9 years since we've been here.
And you just flew in with your band for this gig tonight.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot of logistics and so for doing one show.
Well, you know, I've found that it's just quite often easier just to fly in and out for shows. I mean, we've got a tour coming up and we'll be on the road for like 50 shows, but for these one-offs, it's just easier to fly. I don't really like flying very much, but it beats driving, you know.
And you're doing it now for 20 years. It's kind of jubilee this year.
I know. Well, next year will be 20 years. Yeah.
So any celebration?
Well, we've started to think about it. We'll do something. We're just so busy with Revelation and you know, obviously as we're speaking now, the album isn't out yet, so everybody's focus is on that at the moment. And then once that's done, we'll start thinking of the celebration for 20 years.
Revelation is the 5th album for Jazz House.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And it's kind of a special one, a difficult one in a way.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, all albums to me are snapshots in time, and you write about what's happening at the time, and then it's a good way of getting out, you know, expressions and emotions.
And this time your father passed away while you were writing the new songs.
Yeah, and he played bass in the band for a lot of years. The last time we were here, he was here. So I always tend to write about what I know and what I understand. I think the songs are more honest if you do that. So obviously with him passing away, I loved him very much. We were very close. It comes out in the music. So that's. But it's not. You know, it's not a depressing album. Lyrically, some of it's quite dark, but it's quite upbeat as well.
It's quite a little bit rockier than the last album.
Yeah, that wasn't really intentional, but it just that's kind of the way it ended up coming out. But it was an organic sort of process, and that's the way the music kind of ended up.
with the brass section.
Yeah.
Tonight, the big band started as a kind of side project.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a labour of love. It was something I always wanted to do. So initially we just booked 3 shows, and they were recorded for a live album. But there was a lot of interest in it. And it's not always the easiest thing to do because you're travelling with 9 people in the band and you need extra crew. And so it's more expensive as a project and logistically it's a lot harder. But it's worked really well and it's something... You know, we keep getting offers to play with a big band, and I love doing it, so we keep taking them. Yeah.
What's the special thing about the brass?
Well, I think for me, you know, I've always loved kind of B.B. King, Albert Collins. Although I'm blues rock, the stuff I really listen to is that. And the only way to really do that is to have a full brass section, a rhythm guitar player, keys. And it's great, you know, it's for me, I don't have to be all over everything. I was in a trio for so long. And now we're a 4-piece with the keys, but when we get the big band and then you've got the horns, they're always over that side, and the rhythm guitar and everything, it's just really nice.
Revelation, all songs are written by you, with 2 exceptions.
Yeah.
Why just the Mellencamp song?
Well, it's just a song that I always loved. I don't often put acoustic songs onto an album, and it was... I didn't commit to it in the sense that I just said to Richard, the producer, I'd like to try this. So one night, towards the end of the sessions, I sat down with the acoustic guitar, and the take that's on the album is the take that we used. And so we recorded it, and he said, you know, it's good. We put it to one side, and then when we went to sequence the album, it seemed to fit so well, and it seemed to fit with the theme of the album. And I think... You know, with this album, as you say, it's rocky, but it has quite a lot of different elements within the blues genre. And that adds another element, it being acoustic. So it was a natural kind of, it felt right.
And why May I Have a Walk With You by Howlin'
Wolf? Because basically Hubert Sumlin, I loved his guitar playing on the original. And he was one of the first blues legends I ever met. And he was lovely to me. I met him when I was 22, and I spent a couple of hours with him. We played on the same festival, and he was just the sweetest guy. And I always loved his playing, and I wanted something that was good for the big band, because the big band are on the album, on some of it. And I wanted a slow blues, and I thought I want to do some Hubert Sumlin, so that's recorded live, you know. I mean live in the studio.
Born in Mississippi, Greenwood 31, a child of the Delta, the Wall Street Doctor's son. He left him running when he was just a child. Took a freight train up.
Last question, Walter Trout. You got a special relationship with him. You sent him a letter many, many years ago. And it ended up you fronting his band while he was fighting for his life.
Yeah, I was 15 and I sent him a fan letter, and he rang me up. He's my second father, really. I love him dearly, and when he became ill, he had a tour already booked, and he couldn't do it, and his band were ready to work and go out and tour, and so he said to me, would I do it? And so I did, and it was a great experience, but I'm glad to hand it back to him because he needs to be back where he belongs, which he is, and he's doing great, so I'm really pleased about that.
I can't remember the last time you looked at me with that loving smile. Have I really changed so much? Oh, we just give it up. See, you treat me like a stranger from another life. It's like somebody turned out the light. We love and lose through pain we know. With these feelings for you, they just won't work. Just won't work. I can't keep drifting, pretending you care, or keep on living like a stranger here. What once was burning is just a flame, like the summer's end or the cold